Israeli naval commandos yesterday seized control of a French ship that was carrying more than a dozen passengers and attempting to break Israel's sea blockade of the Gaza Strip. The takeover was the latest in a series of run-ins on the high seas between the Israeli Navy and pro-Palestinian activists trying to breach the blockade. The Israeli Navy intercepted the Dignity Al-Karama some 65 kilometers off the country's coast after the crew reportedly ignored calls to change course. No matter how hostile the takeover might have been to the passengers, this Israeli commander claims it was conducted without incident.
The takeover was restrained and controlled without any injuries, and it was accordance to the non-violent passengers that was on board this vessel.
The passengers included activists from France, Sweden, Canada, and Greece, along with 3 journalists and several crew members. The yacht had declared an Egyptian port as its destination when it left Greek waters on Sunday, but it instead sailed directly to Hamas-ruled Gaza as part of a flotilla carrying activists and aid. The Israeli military had warned it would stop any attempt to break the sea blockade of Gaza in what it claims is a measure to prevent the smuggling of arms to Hamas.
We know that on this ship there were no arms, but if the naval security blockade will be taken off, we are sure that this line will be used to smuggle weapons into Gaza.
Hamas condemned the seizure, calling it a war crime and a violation of human rights, as did the new head of the Arab League, who during a press conference in Cairo called the seizure an act of piracy on the high seas. The small yacht was towed to the port of Ashdod, where activists were to be questioned and deported back to their countries of origin. En route to a nearby immigration's compound, activists signaled victory from inside the bus. In a high-profile confrontation last year, 9 Turkish activists were killed in a clash with Israeli commandos on board a Gaza-bound aid vessel. All right, Jameson, I have to admit, I'm terribly sad today about news coming out of the sport of basketball.
Sad, but we're happy for his future. And you are going to watch out for me if one of the cameramen decides to throw a pie at me, right?
Yes, I will. Got your back.